Welcome or welcome back for some more Survive the Nights. Survive the Nights put out a 1.27 update just before Christmas on the 23rd of December. This update adds a much requested community feature, and that is vehicle fortifications. As well as that, they've added a few other things to the vehicle systems and added a Christmas event. The Christmas event will continue to run, and it is still running at the time of this video. Now, the Christmas event is a great way to earn yourself loads of loot, and they've also tweaked it and added a few new things to it, so it just looks a little bit prettier and a little bit cooler. Make sure you check it out if you are playing the game. Now, for 1.27, as I say, they have done a major overhaul of the vehicle systems, making them much more useful and a lot more fun. One of the main parts of that vehicle system is adding a vehicle locking system, which is great if you are playing on a PvP server and there's a lot more people around. You can lock your vehicle and not have to worry about going out, coming back, and everything be completely gone. So the vehicles weren't securable up until 1.27, but now they are. In the past, people have been able to steal your cars, especially if you've got stuff in it. It can make it very annoying and quite a bit of a hindrance if you're playing on a public server. But now, if you've got one running, you can actually have the option to lock it with locking working doors, which is great. Along with the lock feature, there is now a car alarm feature. So if your vehicle is locked and somebody comes up and tries to steal it, then you may set off an alarm and trigger a few zombies to come and pretty much munch your ass. Now, as well as locking, there is a vehicle fortification system. The vehicle fortification system looks absolutely insane, as you can see here. You've got a massive zombie plow which you can attach to the front of trucks, your camper vans, and all sorts, so you can plow down everything. They've wanted to introduce vehicle fortifications since the original concept videos, but now 1.27 will finally introduce the base system that they'll be able to build from. It has been a much requested feature for a long time. As you may notice from the last few updates, we're finally having the chance to introduce some new fun features that core gameplay is in decent shape. Vehicle fortifications somehow work like free-placed structures, and the player can place a fortification directly from the inventory, and it can be placed on any vehicle or on most parts of the vehicle. Fortifications will add strength to the vehicle's base strength and must be destroyed from a vehicle before the vehicle is vulnerable to damage. A combination of free place system and the ability to bolster the strength of vehicles with free place fortifications will allow you to create some really unique designs. We plan on expanding fortifications and variants. Keep an eye out in the next build for our RV Nomad, pretty much a stripped out RV for setup of life on the road. As well as fortifications, there's been improvements to the placement colliders. The placement colliders, Andre has spent a bit of time improving those with this update cycle, and they're working on expanding placement colliders. So you can now place items on top of vehicle roofs, along with being able to place things all over RV interiors. So as you can see here, you'll be able to place the items on top and actually travel around with a little bit more on you. So using the truck's bed is going to be a hell of a lot better now. And hopefully things just don't fly around or fly off. I'm very, very excited for this because it will definitely improve the way you lug materials from one end of the island to the other. I'm hoping they do add more areas to the game. That will really, really make things so much fun. And if the game was a little bit bigger, it's relatively big now, but being able to travel with all of this stuff on you, the map will feel a hell of a lot smaller. And I like that idea because you can move around, you can do what you want to do. But then again, you do end up gathering pretty much everything pretty quickly. And then next up is the tire functionality. As you can see here, tires, they blow out and you will need to repair them. Up until now, they've not been vehicle parts, and vehicles spawned with them intact and inflated, which didn't add much realism or the post-apocalyptic atmosphere. In 1.27, you will see vehicle spawns produce vehicles with all kinds of different tire states. Missing tyres can be scavenged from other vehicles, and there are small and large tyres. They also spawn in punctured, and if tyres are punctured, players will need to find a tyre repair kit, found at hardware stores for the time being, but they will likely expand on the feature to a repair and the tyre abilities in coming builds, which is good. And I love that they continue to expand this game and are really listening to the community feedback. Next up is the flare gun, and they've made some massive improvements to the flare gun, actually making it much more viable to use at night. Nighttime it's tough to be out at night, but having that flare gun will definitely help your visibility, and you'll be able to use it everywhere and anywhere to save your batteries on the flashlights, really. you can use it, as we've seen before, against zombies, and it will set them on fire. So they've made it a hell of a lot more useful, which is good. I like things that have utility and usefulness in a zombie survival game. You definitely need something that's going to help you towards the end of the world. And as we've said before, they've also added the Christmas event once again. Now, this Christmas event was added a couple of years ago, and it is absolutely insane. It is so much fun to play with. And I absolutely love it. It's the footage you're seeing in the background, which is the Christmas event. That's what we've been playing through the video. And this year they've updated it. So the tree is brighter, there's a fireworks show if you make it through, and there's new goodies and gifts that you will receive if you manage to kill all of the zombies. They've also added a new holiday movie, and they've updated the drive-in movie theatre for Christmas. And now you'll be able to see the film case as a reward for completing the tree event, and it is the cult classic Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, a confusing and quite frankly insane Christmas sci-fi comedy flick from 1963. Now, if you've not been to the drive-in movie theatre, it is loads and loads of fun. There is loads of cool stuff there, and you can watch all sorts of movies. There's the zombie one, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's Dawn of the Dead. No, it's not Dawn of the Dead. It might be Dawn of the Dead, can't remember. But you set up the actual movie theatre, pop your movie in, and you can sit there in your vehicle and watch a film in the game, which is loads of fun, especially if you're in a big group and there's loads of people on the server. All of you just chilling and watching a movie and having a bit of fun. It's great. It is loads of fun. Overall, the game is so good. Absolutely love it. It did release many years ago to absolutely scathing reviews, but it has improved so much over the years, and it was one of the main games on the channel back towards the start of 2023 and end of 2022. And all of the recent reviews are very, very positive, especially considering, as I say, how the game first launched, which is great, and absolutely love it. There's always some sort of sale going on. There is currently one going on right now for 50% off. You can grab the game for just £8.37. It is usually $16.75, so I think that's around about $20. But cheap, fun, and especially if you play with friends, you can have so much fun with it. Great game, and just highly recommend it. The devs are great. I've met them a few times in person. Lovely people. They work really hard, and they are very passionate about this game, which is something that I love about them, and they're just fun. They are great guys, and what they've done with Survive the Nights, considering how things started, is absolutely phenomenal. So if you haven't tried the game, please do go check it out. And if you haven't reviewed it, give it a review. It's a great game. And if you like zombie survival games and games that we cover here on the channel, you will definitely love it. Now, as I said at the start, if there is anything you'd like me to cover, let me know down in the comments below. There are plenty of plans that I've got for 2024. We're going to sort of do a little bit more than just survival. Mid-2023, I was feeling a little bit meh. As people may have noticed, the upload schedule was all over the place. And in 2024, I want to get back on track with that. We won't be uploading every day anymore. Maybe, I think it's every other day we're going to do. And then on other days, we're going to be uploading to the Space Cowboy channel, which is going to be mainly Bethesda focused, because I am a Bethesda fanboy, and I should have originally started with that. So anybody that has come over to that channel, massive thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But both channels will remain active, and this one is going to be a mix of survival and a little bit of everything else that has sort of survival aspects. And then the Space Cowboy one will be mainly Starfield and Bethesda titles. So if that sounds good, go check that one out. And if what's happening here sounds good, subscribe to the channel and drop a like in the video. But now though, I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.